Hi everyone, today's video is going to be a product review on the, excuse me, on the Too Faced Clover palette. So I actually bought this palette right when it came out. Like the first day it came out, I bought this palette. And then I left for 3 weeks with my boyfriend. And so it's been a little bit of a delayed review, I know. And then I had so many other things going on. You know how life gets. So all that is to say, today we're doing this review. I really wanted to be one of the first people to get it out, but I'm not. Oh well. This palette is really cool because part of the donations go to an animal shelter, which I am all about. If you don't know, my channel is Becky Loves Kanga because I have a dog named Kanga. They're both right there sleeping. They have a dachshund Christmas bed. It's real cute. So I have Kanga and Hippo over there sleeping. They're my angels. They're my everything. So I was all about this. I know a lot of people were like, it's a little too personal. Why should we care about Clover, who, in case you don't know, is Jared's dog. Jared is one of the co-founders, and I believe, please correct me if I'm wrong, so there's 2 co-founders, and one is Jared for sure, and I think the other co-founder is actually his husband. Am I wrong? Maybe. I don't know. But that is to say, so that's their dog, and then he's got like all of his friends. He's got a cute little panda, a narwhal, which I would just like to clarify because I've heard this. Narwhals are real. They're real animals. They're up in the Arctic. If you don't know, I'm a marine biologist. These things exist, just to clarify. We've got a little star, an ice cream. You know, we've got just like a bunch of little animals. I think that's cute. It's a little kitty, but it's very Too Faced to me. And, you know, Too Faced is unapologetically, we're going to go super girly, a little bit kitty. That's what they do. I'm for it. So there it is. It's a decent size. It's the same size. I have the Sweet Peach and the Chocolate Bonbon. It's the exact same. Well, no, it's not, actually. I lied. It is just the teeniest bit shorter, I think. Yep. No. No, it's not. It's the same size. Just holding it. So it's the same size as that. I think it's decently thin for everything you're getting in here. And it is a metal, which I prefer. So, then you open it up and you have a whole mirror on this side. Now, it is a very functional mirror. It's a very good mirror. But I don't know if just the shape of the palette, and this could just be a me, the way like my hand is, I feel like it's hard to use. Like, I like a flat mirror. So this is what usually I use this palette that you can get all the way flat and I can take it like right here. And this is how I do my makeup. I can't get that close to this mirror. And maybe that's just a me thing. It's still a good mirror. It's still functional. And I did use it today, but I think it's just I like to be a little bit closer. So today I used a bunch of different colors and we'll talk about it. But here is the whole layout. There are 18 shades. There's a bunch of matte in here. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of the 18 are matte. And then a couple of them, like Woof and Good Boy, are matte with some glitter. So they end up looking pretty matte, if we're being honest. I love the names of these. I feel like Too Faced goes all out. Like when they do a theme, they do the theme. Every single thing is named appropriately, in my opinion. You know, we have I Rough You, Paw Print, Rut Row, TF Mascot. You know, all of these things that are very animal / Clover / Too Faced. And I love that. I am for that. I think if you're going to do a theme and do it right. So, I'm going to go ahead and start swatching. I actually think I'm going to go row by row by row, just because that'll be easier. So we've got Puppy Eyes, I Rough You, and Cuteness Overload. And this lighting is not great, and I apologize. It's dark and gloomy. It's winter. So these are all kind of similar. I have Cuteness Overload as my highlight today. I Rough You, or Puppy Eyes is like a matte white with a bunch of silver glitter in it. I have it as my inner corner and on my brow bone. I usually like a matte brow bone highlight, but it's kind of weird because I feel like the glitter shows up when you pack it on this inner corner, but when you put it up here on your brow bone, it doesn't. So I actually really like that shade. Then we have the shade I Rough You, which is like a really shimmery light pink. It's very pretty. You can see it really catches the light very nicely. And then we have Cuteness Overload, which is, again, very shimmery, but it's more of like a champagne. But if we're being honest, these two are very similar. They're very creamy, very nice, but these two are pretty similar. Next, we're going to go to the next row, or excuse me, column. We have Lucky Clover, Paw Print, and Best Friends. So Lucky Clover is this really pretty green. It's, I would say it's kind of a satiny finish. Satin matte. It does show up very vibrant, but it's not a bright green. It's kind of a, it's weird because it's kind of like a muddy green, but it shows up on your eyes. I really like that. Then we have the shade Paw Print, which is a super cool tone, almost purpley brown, and that's actually what I have as my contour today. It doesn't blend the best as a contour, but it does blend really nicely on the eyes. And then we have Best Friends. I'm over this shade, y'all. I feel like every single palette right now is putting in this brown-blue duochrome. We've got it. We've got it over and over again. But, you know, here's Too Faced's version. It's very pretty, but it looks like every other version of this that we have, if we're being honest. It does work. I did use it. I have used this one. It's nice. Nothing against the shade. I'm just over this sort of shade. It was innovative, like, I don't know, 2 years ago. Now we got it. So the next row is going to be Chihuahua, Rut Row, and Cuddle Buddy. These are all very neutral. So Chihuahua is like a very warm tone shade. You can use it as like a transition. Did I use this today? No, I didn't. I used Fur Baby. But you could have used it as a transition today, especially if you have a lighter skin tone. Then we have Rut Row, which is really cool. In the pan, it just looks like a shimmery brown. But when you put it on your eyes, it has this like really cool pink quality to it. It's very, very warm. It's almost like a maroon. So I do actually like that shade. And then we have Cuddle Buddy, which is a matte, deep to mid-tone brown right there. Very pretty, very workable, very blendable. So that's the first 9. I'm going to do the other 9 on this hand with my Christmas. These are all Brighten, in case you're wondering. This is a Brighten pre-made bracelet, and this is a Brighten Build Your Own bracelet. Love Brighten. So, we've got Fur Baby, Love is Love, and Daddy's Heart Me. Because like I said, Clover is Jared and his husband's dog. So Daddy's as in plural, which I think is cute. So we've got Fur Baby, which is this like matte, really warm tone brown. But, so let's like compare. It's kind of the in-between of Chihuahua and Cuddle Baby. You got Cuddle Buddy, excuse me, you got Fur Baby. It's darker than this, lighter than this, and more warm. It's almost an orange. And that is what I use as my transition today. Then we have Love is Love, which is a really pretty, like, just pink. It's like a matte mid-tone pink. I have it as my blush today. And then we've got Daddy's Heart Me, which is a gorgeous matte burgundy shade. Really pinky, really pretty. Really enjoy this shade. Next, we got the next column, and we have hashtag Save Them All, Wet Kisses, and TF Mascot. So Save Them All is this really pretty shimmery matte brown, or not shimmery matte, shimmery brown, and that is what I have in my outer corner today. It does blend like a dream. Next, we have Wet Kisses, which is a copper, a really shimmery, pretty copper. And finally, we have TF Mascot, which is this really pretty, vibrant purple. I know Too Faced kind of gets slack for having this sort of shade in a lot of their palettes, but I actually don't feel like I own anything like it, and I really like it. And I have it under my eyelid today. And then the last one, we have Spoiled, Woof, and Good Boy. Spoiled, Woof, Good Boy. So Spoiled is a really shimmery bright blue. It does not show up gray on the eyes at all. I wore this on my eyelid when John and I went to the aquarium, and it is straight up blue. Then we've got Woof, which in the pan has some blue glitter, but it honestly comes out black. And it is a great black. I used it to set my eyeliner today, and I really like it. And then we have this Good Boy, which is this like mustard shade that's really popular right now. And that's what I have on my eyelid. I think, so here's the thing. I have seen this shade a lot. And I don't think this is a bad version of this shade. I think it's very nice. I think I don't like that shade on me. I don't know. I feel like I look a little sickly. And it's a little neutral. So, here's the 18 shades. All in all, I actually really like this palette. I think the quality of this palette is really, really great. I think they're blendable. I think that you get what you see in the pan. If you see a yellow, it's yellow. If you see a brown, it's brown. I think that you're not going to be disappointed with the quality of these shadows. Here's my only problem. When I look at the shade, my eyes are immediately drawn over here. And those are like their colors. And so you look at this and you're like, oh, it's a colorful palette. But it's not. Neutral, neutral, neutral. Neutral, 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 neutral. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of the 18 shades are neutral. Which a lot of people, that's great. They're like, yes, another, neutral with some colors. I don't know why. But I have a hard time making a whole look with this. I feel like I'm just not as inspired as I thought I would be. I've done a pink look with like these shades, loved it. I did this yellow look today, love it. I did a blue look with this and this, loved it. I love every look I come out with, but I just don't look at it and, sorry y'all, I don't look, this like gold is very reflective. I don't look at this palette and think, here is 75 different looks I could come up with. So that's my only negative, but it's really pretty. And I really like it, and I'm glad I own it. I think it has a really cool meaning behind it. I think they went for the theme and did it, and I am for that. Some people might not like that, and that's your, if you're prerogative. I know, as I've said many times, maybe it's just people I watch on YouTube. I feel like right now, Too Faced is everyone's favorite brand to hate. And that's fine for whatever reason. People have their reasoning, and that's, your prerogative. I still love Too Faced. I'm still very happy with this. I think I'll use it. I have nothing bad to say about this palette except for the color selection. And really, that's just a personal thing. I think that this is a lot more neutral than people think it is. And the only other, negative is I'm over this shade. This Best Friend shade, I think they should have done a different duochrome. This TF Mascot, I didn't really mention it, has a bit of a blue shift. I wouldn't really consider it a duochrome. Here's another swatch. Because it's not as duochrome as Best Friends, but it's a teensy bit of a blue shift. But if you wanted to do a duochrome, do something fun. This is, I'm over it. So all in all, I recommend this palette. It is $49, which is the same price as their Sweet Peach, as their Bonbons, as all of their chocolate bar palettes. I'm happy with it. Honestly and truly, I'm very happy with it. I don't have anything bad to say about it. So I recommend it. Highly, highly recommend it. I don't know. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I will always be honest with y'all, and that's just what I think. So if you have any questions, requests, suggestions, comments, go ahead and leave them down below. I know I say it every time, but I honestly and truly mean it. Talking to y'all is my favorite part of doing YouTube. I always comment back unless you're being hateful. I always comment back, so I hope you like that. And yeah. I'll just see y'all real soon. Bye.